Previously on Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations.
Oh.
Oh, was it good for you, Godot? It was great for me. Whew.
I reserve my nuts.
Oh. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the NyanCave. My name is Tom. This guy is Clay. That guy is Nyandroid.
Hi.
And it's a new month. Today we're playing Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. We're gonna finish off this. Oh no. We just finished the third case. We're in the beginning of the fourth case.
As Mamma Mia.
Mamma mia.
Mamma Mia. That's right, an empty board.
An empty board.
An empty board. At the beginning of a new month. It's not a joke.
Ain't no joke. There's no April Fools other than you thought we were gonna be on time. Ha ha! Funny joke. April Fools. We were 7 minutes late.
Actually, we're the fools because we did it after afternoon or something.
Oh no! Yeah. So it was just us being assholes, not a joke.
Yep.
Oh man, see, mistakes were made. I guess mistakes were made. But without further ado, we've got a few announcements to make. We run contests throughout the month. If you don't know, now you're about to know. We've got our waffle leaderboard. We have our random waffle draw. We've got our big waffles, our silver waffle, and our bronze waffle. Yep.
Congratulations to Mari yesterday, Mari Trash, who won
a pair of Logitech Prodigy G231 headphones.
Provided by Logitech.
Thank you very much.
Hey, the angriest of persons.
Nut. But
I see your avatar there. Very nice. Very angry. The angriest.
Oh, that
Maybe
makes
the
sense.
angriest. Maybe it's pretty angry.
Now, we've got our, I want to announce the top 3 waffle earners last month.
Ooh, okay.
In third place.
I know you want to, but are you going to?
No.
Okay. Sometimes we can't do what we want.
Kidding. GenPre98 in third place, accumulated the third most amount of waffles. Congratulations on that.
There's GenPre in chat.
Second place, just Monica, a little more waffles. And then the mostest waffles, the hostess that can boast us the mostest waffles is DFMCHFHF. I wrote it enough times today that I do have that memorized. Thank you very much. And then the last thing we're going to do before we get right into the gameplay is I want to say the top supporters, the top big waffles of the show that we put on
From March
are... Our bronze waffle goes to Suzushiro! Bam!
Suzushiro of the many names.
Of the many names.
Many names. We're lucky that Streamlabs can keep track of that.
And in second place, we got Tasso! Thank you very much, Tasso! And then the big waffle in diamond color this month, DFMCHFHF. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
DFMCHFHF.
Nailed
it. Oh shit!
I'm gonna change that to all my passwords from now on.
Don't tell people that.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna put it up on the board. If you want to get into gameplay, tell the people that we play Ace Attorney at 12:30 Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tell them that. Okay?
Yep. And it's only possible because of you guys. Thank you. So thanks for being here. We're also playing Dokapon after this. Things are gonna get even more messier. We've got clerics, and I think Tom's still a warrior because he's
still a warrior. Warrior purist.
Importante le message. You got it, brunette giant. Oh. Davi! Thank you, Error 404. Boards content not found. Nice. I like that. Very clever. I like how we have a variety of notifications. It makes for fun times. And that one was actually inspired by DFM. DFM donated the 404 first, and we're like, yeah, that should be a thing. You don't have any waffles, Muffin. They reset every month, and everybody starts on the same square, and we're all accumulating waffles. Right, meow. Tom's gonna live that warrior life. I think he might. He's certainly mastered it.
Hey-o.
Look at that. Ice cold diamond. Why are diamonds referred to as ice cold? Is it because they're white? I suppose so. Serious gambling problems. Oh, you can't see it because it's kind of see-through, but it says Davi somewhere there. If I put it up here, it's kind of like it's on the board. Just put it right there. Whoop. Is it April Fool's prank? I don't know. I heard that Discord went through some very important changes that are essential to the future of the channel. So I don't know. Maybe see what's going on Discord. Oh, Raharan, don't go into Discord. Playing Ace Attorney while playing Ace Attorney.
All right, ready to get into this thing? Let's do it. And what were you saying about Discord?
Nothing.
Oh,
Cheers.
Brunette Giant has also like us to refer to them as Brunette Giant from now on.
Yes.
From the back seat. So if we could please be respectful
Of the Brunette Giant.
of Brunette Giant.
I get it. Oh, top quality japes.
That's a good one. Oh, God. Here we
Right,
are.
Melissa.
Oh, no. Okay, context.
I was using my camera to take pictures of the wildflowers.
Did you say camera? Wildflowers?
We made that joke yesterday.
I sure did.
Yes, I did say camera. The mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers.
But it's only February.
But you're only a bitch, but here we are. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
Oh, I know how you feel. I just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I dyed a blonde Santa beard until mine grew improperly.
Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge.
Okay, so what do we have?
We have my camera.
But this photo has a timer function. The film was full,
Yeah.
and the very last photo was
Yeah.
not of the crucial moment.
No.
I say,
Canadian. It's a Canadian judge.
Suddenly they started fighting.
We haven't pushed any of these.
We've pushed all of them, I thought.
We have pushed all of them. In the
but-
previous one, we haven't pushed them the second time around, though. I
Yeah.
noticed two people standing at the suspension bridge. Just Yuri. Oh, no. Was there anything strange about the two of them?
I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having I decided to watch them like some kind of peeping Tom.
I love watching other people fight. That's why I'm a judge.
Well, anyways, I watched them carefully. Suddenly they just started fighting. It was
We've been through this in the previous stream, so
We
we're
were
just going to kind of
previous, yeah.
skim. Fighting
no,
about.
I have no idea. Why'd you ask that?
Maybe overheard what they said.
I would never eavesdrop. I have more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag her into down to your depths.
Don't you besmirch me.
I'm going to besmirch the shit out of you.
Besmirch me every night, Daddy.
Oh, we had the daddy meme. We haven't had that around in a while. With her police training,
This is
she
new.
knew better than to turn her back on a criminal. This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently. Quaggy.
Quaggy?
Why
What
you?
does that even mean? If I had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river.
Still something wrong with this testimony. Was that new? I think that was new.
That was all new. That was brand new.
So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him?
Well, it's a narrow bridge and it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Does it now? You have a good sixth sense when you feel that something's off. That's when you need to figure out why.
Ooh, yeah, Armando, sell me that insurance. If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kid. That girl has the judge wrapped around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in testimony of hers.
You're gonna have to come up with something really good, Mia.
Camera, wildflowers, frolicking through the wildflowers.
Oh no, Freya. Freya wasn't notified even though they turned on the bell instead of a reminder. That sucks. Damn it, YouTube. Make sure to follow our Discord if you haven't already, everybody. We announce everything. We're gonna go live right there. Newly upgraded. I'll have to check that out after stream.
Yeah.
After you're dead.
Japes. On Dusky Bridge, witnesses photo, rain, bridge. Witness's photo has a timer function, a badge.
No, it's not. Yeah. Cool. When noticed two people
standing up on the bridge.
Yeah,
Suddenly they started fighting. The victim turned around and tried to run away.
No, show them the picture. Go back to that one and push it with the map. Because the bridge is broken.
Yeah. On that side.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Well, wait. Pause for a quick and go back and go to the next one.
Photo, yeah.
No, everything's good there. I just want to see the next one because at some point she says they only got about 10 yards, which is not. I just want to see if that's the one we sent it at. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's. I think presented on that one.
Yeah. Because I think specifically because we have yards on the map, on the like the.
Yeah, 10 yards. My God, that's the length of the bridge.
Like half the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Objection!
Nice.
Hey, Foxley Fox.
Witness, your testimony is a joke.
Huh? Oh, what? But I just...
Let me get some cereal out to eat though. This one, this is gonna be good. Miss Faye, I thought I warned you about making the witness cry.
Oof. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You say there were two contradictions?
It's simple. Take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then.
Oh, she would have hit a dead end.
You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even run 5. Because Dusky Bridge has collapsed on that side. Gonna blow her away.
Well, what does that mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witchness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court.
I know.
Well, that does not
I
bode
know.
well with
Hard to
me.
believe. Are you? Maybe you don't know how you feel about that.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion.
Ah, what do you mean?
There's one major mistake in this diagram, you son of a bitch.
Oh, angriest gamer, and I'm seeing that profile picture. That is an angry one.
The reason everyone lost their waffles is because you lent it to Tenderlender.
Ah, see, that's what happens.
We got a big gamble going on. It's gonna pay off big time.
Big time.
Also, what about that client loan shark confidentiality?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you though. Well, we'll pay everyone back. Don't worry.
Slowly over time.
Yeah, we're making payments as we go.
About 1,000 waffles every 10 minutes per person.
Yeah. What did you say?
What are you referring to?
It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any blueprints of it.
So you're saying...
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous. You can't even tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence.
Oh, that sounds pretty airtight to me. Huh. That guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward!
Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No, it wasn't your fault at all.
Ah, this hurts. This hurts a lot.
No,
This hurts a lot. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw.
Indeed. All right, young lady, may I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
Oh, she
Oh,
knows.
well, we're all on your side, Miss Foster.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Foxley Fox says, "Fuck off, Canadian judge." There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir.
Running from the crime.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms.
Oh, it's a brunette giant. What's going on? April Fools, I said I would donate 20 pounds, but I only donated 5, which is approximately 80,000 Canadian dollars. So be grateful. We are
Accurate. Thank you.
Woo! I don't think we
Brunette
could,
giant.
I don't think that we could have handled $360,000 Canadian.
Yeah, no.
It would have been too much. So thank
crazy.
you.
Crazy.
Brunette giant.
One of our wonderful moderators who's recently grown in size.
Yes. Yeah, he's more of a grower than a shower, you know?
Yes. And Phantom Beard asks, do the waffles reset? Yes, they reset every first of the month. Top 3 get prizes as well.
Yep.
There was a raffle at the last stream of every month.
Yep.
And
Mari won.
ran away with Logitech G231 headphones provided by Logitech.
Thank you.
Picked her up in her arms. I don't know why that sounds romantic to me.
It does, doesn't it?
I know.
It was terribly romantic
Stab her in
sounding.
the back and pick her up in your arms.
Then he carried her over to the car.
This is getting steamy.
I suppose that was so he could... I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witnessing such violence must have been
I'm
difficult.
gonna show you some violence.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts his testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
Mocha latte. C'est soit. This trial isn't over yet.
That's what I like to hear. All right, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please.
The contradiction staring right in your face. You right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Yeah, I see that contradiction. Absolutely.
I do. Well, hold on. Let's see if we have the evidence that says that it's the rushing waters that people get lost in really easily.
Yeah, right? I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yes, he took her to hide her in the car when he could have just been like,
Yeah. Well, we gotta push all this stuff. Still, gotta see what all the content. This is a channel that does
I know,
hashtag content.
I just wanted to see it, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you saying the victim didn't fall down on the bridge?
Actually, maybe she did fall.
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy.
Oh my
If you don't mind,
God.
I was asking the witness.
I understand.
No
I
need to
understand
be so
everything.
rude.
Well, young lady,
Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could. He was so fast.
well, one step too slow.
And then, what did the defendant do after that?
Then he carried her over to the car.
Can't believe Edgeworth is helping a murderer.
Easy.
I know he doesn't think he is, maybe, but it's just, yeah, you bastard. You personally, You personally witnessed that.
Yes.
Did anything strange happen when he did that?
Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off.
You mean this scarf?
The words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
God damn it, Edgeworth.
I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden.
You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself?
Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember that they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried the dead body on a bridge like that? Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Wow, why do you get so emotional all of a sudden?
Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us. We're so curious.
Don't please take the leash away from Edgeworth. He doesn't seem... it's help leading the witness.
You couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge.
Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it?
Overboard.
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 Yes,
Me and the android knew.
but that mountain is very famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there.
But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct?
There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there.
To channel the mana?
Kurein Village?
You know those monks. They just love cold, isolated places.
I don't think you know monks. I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes.
That does make a lot of sense that it's like, I don't know why he did it. Like, why are you asking me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body?
Well, he was wearing a prison uniform, but as for his face,
So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face?
well, they were very far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent. You are a remarkably honest young lady. I appreciate that in a woman.
Something about this testimony is bothering me. But what?
Hey, kitten, you ever put salt in your coffee?
Once. No, why would I?
Why not?
Huh?
It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? Listen, my point is, if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence.
He's right, Mia. Go present something. You've got nothing to lose.
Except your job.
By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all.
But a teeny bit of salt in your chocolate milk.
Ooh.
Now that's
Really
good
good.
stuff.
After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up and put him in her... carried to the car and stuffed her in the trunk.
Right, let's look at our evidence. Evidence. Was that a metaphor? What is that metaphor? Mecha Marshmallow. Yes.
What is a metaphor? Suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body would stay hidden.
There's no other way.
White scarf. Man, Dahlia got that motive with the victim's note here.
I know, but we think her name is Melissa.
Eagle River.
I don't think your guys' theory is right. We just don't
I
have
don't think we
for
have it. I don't think we have it either.
I want to talk about like getting blood on the victim. Let's see what the victim's profile says.
Sentenced to death 5 years ago. 5 years
Months ago. Hotshot lawyer, senior rival, dubbed a genius. Gumshoe Melissa Foster, if that's your real name.
Which it isn't.
Oh, what else we got? Body
I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave it on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wait, what was the one where he got emotional? Or was that the last one?
Yes.
How narrow the bridge was, ready to collapse, impossible for him to carry. Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. It's silly. Okay. Emotional all of a sudden. You know, because of the emotional thing, it brings me back to that.
What's the map say?
40 feet above Eagle River.
Wait, check. Oh. Maybe you can.
And yeah, you
Yeah,
could just
you
throw
know
this
what?
and be like,
Throw the,
Let's try it.
yeah.
Objection!
Nice. A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. I would kill this bitch and then make sure no one ever found her body because it would be eaten in a vat of acid or something.
Try me, Tits McGee.
Then again, maybe there just isn't enough for her to burn because you need a certain amount of fat to activate the acid.
Start as a threat and end as a compliment.
Toothpick body.
And back to a threat.
You better be very careful around the acid then. You must be in a lot of danger.
Titless toothpicks! However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area, you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river.
Ooh, using Edward against himself!
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
I'm with you, Rauran.
It wasn't me, it was Mia.
Right.
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur in that same spot above Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water.
Oh, but he didn't. Order. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Ms. Vate. But I must admit, it does seem a little odd to have not have thrown the body in the river. Ooh. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
How sad. Perhaps Miss Fay would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself.
That's a threat.
Wow.
I want that on the record. He threatened me.
I'm writing it down right now.
After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
You said it!
What are you talking about?
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact of is that this is what the killer did.
Yeah.
None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw.
Quite true. Ms. Fay, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
Objection!
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. It's certainly consistent with what the witness told us.
That was the judge.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I think it fits nice.
Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Only what you saw. With your eyes. Nothing more. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again.
Who's he talking about?
All right. I'll do my best. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms.
Hold it!
Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down the bridge? Oh, yeah, we are back to this.
Actually,
Of course she didn't fall on the bridge. Pulling out this photo again, god damn it. Oh, no need to be so rude.
But
he carried him to
they
the
keep
car.
adding to the testimony. So look at what's new. Oh wait, go back. Broke into the trunk of the stolen car.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that. I think it's new.
It is.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, this is
To the beginning. Let's do it.
What did the man do?
what did the man do then?
Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, "You must call the police."
Sure.
And so that's when you called the police.
You're sure that you saw that all with your own eyes?
Yes, I'm 100% certain.
We're gonna get her.
Do you know why? Because we throw the map again.
What?
Because of where Dahlia was located, or I mean, Melissa was located. She
Yeah,
couldn't have
she
seen the
couldn't have
car.
seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh god. You do it. Hit it.
Objection.
Oh baby. Oh.
Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Done what?
Made a crucial mistake.
A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yes, and
It's simple, Miss Foster.
Take
You
a
need
look
to
at this
realize-
diagram.
That you didn't use your real eyes.
You only used your real lies.
Oh, baby! The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way.
Yeah.
That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not possibly have seen the killer's car. Boom. Blow her away.
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car.
that's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine using my still.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash.
Oh, it's right here.
What?
I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court. Yes? This is the location the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole truth. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that's being referred to is really more like a cliff.
Ah.
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But you still claim to have been able to see the killer's car.
Got her. We got her. She's done.
Order in the court. What's the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
I've never heard of ballyhoo before.
Never
Maybe
once.
it's an Eastern Canadian thing.
Maybe.
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset, and I am a slippery snake scumbag. I can't believe the things coming out of my own mouth. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. Oh my god, if this flies, I am a miracle worker.
Objection.
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her very own eyes.
Oh.
Mr. Judge,
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Hold it.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Ooh. Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect except me.
Yes,
this is
indeed.
hard.
Quite true. You
I
know
would-
what they say.
I would quit being a lawyer if this is what I had to deal with.
To err is human, to forgive is divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair.
Save the tears for later, kitten.
Mr. Armando,
Don't look back until the trial's over. Now's the time to go forward.
but that isn't fair.
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. You need to remember. The other kitten's testimony?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there.
Can't
So
believe
tell me,
she's fucking dead.
how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk?
Ah!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're gonna have a lot of very suspicious people on your side on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
Hit it with the evidence.
What? Let me see that photo.
Oh, there are.
It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk had been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
Do we have echo?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said, is there a contradiction in there somewhere?
Oh God.
It doesn't work.
Well, if it was broken into, would it close?
How could he break into the car when he was holding a dead body?
Without putting her down.
She'd be
putting it
muddy.
down.
That makes sense.
It doesn't work. Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
What?
You said you were in a field taking photos of wild flowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get the chance to see those scratches?
That's what we're going after.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah, certainly.
Well, we had like three plausible theories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, we had two plausible theories.
Finally, I finally got her.
Huh. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was
She happened to be passing by. She put the corpse in herself.
Yeah, I think that's what we gotta go with.
That's a really aggressive, stance to take.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
there's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes, what is it?
Man, this is not gonna go over well.
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it?
That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison card. He was the one that.
I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There
Yeah.
was no need to break it open.
But he stole the car.
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that they would have still been in the ignition.
I see.
Also, like trunk hatches. There's always a
Oh,
trunk hatch.
always a trunk hatch.
Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put that body in the trunk.
But that
Preposterous! To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs.
Oh,
That camera
was she?
has a timer.
Was she,
Now's the chance,
Edward?
Mia.
Finish him!
On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is that the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself.
Give it to him! X gon' give it to him!
Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built in it, even a mini tripod.
built in, that'd be super inconvenient.
Why? It's almost as if she had bought this camera just to take this picture. Got her.
What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed.
Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further? Listen, there's a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity.
Ooh, Armando knows. Armando knows.
Well, please answer this question there, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, crap.
Or Miss Mia. Where was the body? Where was her? Where was she?
Put her on the victim. She's the victim. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby.
Or was she the killer?
Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order, Miss Faye. What on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car.
But he didn't know.
Yeah.
But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met with the victim.
How asinine. Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, I have a box of crayons and some paper and a bit of time, so I'm going to explain it to you. By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo?
It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
Shows picture of Dahlia drawn in crayons. I wish I had that ready.
That would have been good.
But such is improv.
What? Oh, that's Cookie there, you crazy kiddo.
It's the only possible explanation, you Canadian folk. The woman that Mr. Falls met with on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster.
Me?
What?
Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted.
But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
Are you just making this up as you go along? Where is your proof?
I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like.
It's the note. Because he's
note.
like, wear a scarf. So I know it's you.
My God, Nyanny boy.
Falls at 4:30. Dahlia after.
Ha-cha-cha-cha! Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne, and I don't know how I hit that button. Minus.
Did it mess? I think we're good. We're still
good.
lined up. We're lined.
Uh-oh.
Like, there's a little border now, but it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll fix it later.
I like the border. I think it looks nice. We should do this all the time.
It's a little off-center and skewed now. But anyways.
Don't bring attention to it.
Well, what do you have to say, Melissa Foster?
Oh, wow. She literally blew away.
Wow.
She's gone.
Oh, faint.
I like to think the judge farted in that instance.
Or, where's Miss Foster?
She's collecting herself in the lobby.
It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set the camera up to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Well, isn't it obvious? She's the real culprit.
Doesn't really answer the question,
Well,
but sure.
we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this course is in recess. This course is in recess.
Discourse, recess.
This course is recess pieces now. The defense and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood.
Very well, this court is in recess.
Ooh, that's exciting. That's good. To be continued.
God, when you're just on fire.
I wonder how we're going to reveal her real name. And how
I
is she
know.
getting into court with a fake name anyway? Is what
She's got
I
a
want.
fake ID.
She got a fake ID.
Fake ID.
She knows a guy.
Yeah, she knows a guy.
She knows a few guys.
Man, Dahlia's like so evil though. You know? Like, I didn't know someone could be so evil. Like, what are her motives for being evil? It's like she got caught in a loop of
An evil
evil.
loop.
Like she accidentally did something evil, and then to cover up that evil, she had to commit another evil to cover up a bigger evil to killing detectives.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Why? Why, Dahlia?
Also, sister or cousin or something like that.
Yeah.
Hawthorne.
I know. Sad.
Oh, man.
I know.
Dark things are happening, or dark things are about to happen, though. I'm very curious where it goes.
She's probably like a descendant of some Dutch emperor or something.
Oh, not the Dutch.
I know.
You know how I feel about the
They're
Dutch.
so evil. Okay, the Dutch are probably really nice people.
No, they're
They
actually
weren't
some of the
so
nice. They're actually some.
goddamn evil.
They'd be super nice people if they weren't evil.
I don't know why they ran with that joke in Austin Powers. But it was Dutch.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think he would be really happy in like a hamster cage.
Yeah, I would. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You hooked me up.
Do you think you could like snap a picture of that and put it on his like Grinder profile? Do you think it would attract people? Or?
See, it's not Grinder without the ER at the end. It's Grinder with the ER because he's grinding down that ball. There.
Oh, there. Yeah.
He's actually the app icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
That's funny.
hook you up with men who will grind down some nice iron.
Ooh. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime.
Yeah, well, there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past.
Ooh, so cool. So handsome. Obstacle. That's a big word. Oh my God. What does that mean?
Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill the policewoman anyway?
Motive, huh?
Anyway, we're still badly in need of information.
Information. Right.
What we need most is information about Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course.
Ooh.
We're going back 11 years?
We're going back.
The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie.
Mr. Falls. In that case, tell us more about it.
Oh.
About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of every day.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
This picture reminds me of everything. Bridge looks the same, looks like then 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute.
So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years.
Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one who could fall apart at any
You
minute.
blame the guy? He's on death row.
It's true, I did. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? Your girlfriend? Huh?
Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne?
The victim's last name.
Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister.
Whoa. What? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go.
Shut up. Come closer and I kill her.
Sorry. But you're not going to get the chance. What the fuck? The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first, I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it.
Wrong. They'll protect Sister Valerie betrayed me. She betrayed us.
What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything, all lies, all make-believe, kidnapping too.
A make-believe kidnapping?
Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel.
Oh. Not suspicious at all. 1914. Oh, interesting. Okay.
5 years ago, she was 14.
I know. That's why I said interesting.
How old is he? 20?
It's not kosher.
Not kosher.
Not kosher. Oy vey.
Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas.
I'll do anything she says, anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says. Hold on a minute. Ow, sorry I punched that. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia, and Valerie too.
Valerie was in on it.
Dahlia's family, rich, jewelry business. We got one jewel, and that's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap now. We sent her to her dad, asked for $2 million diamond, tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge.
What could go wrong?
We tell him Valerie make transfer because she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, all right. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman. That woman, Valerie, she do it for real.
Holy shit.
I know. That's what I was like. Whoa,
Holy
fuck,
shit.
man.
That's crazy. I know.
Shoot the sister.
I
arrest
understand
him.
why she's so
Fucked
fucking
up.
evil.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I'd be fucking evil if I were in this situation too.
Wow.
She shoot me for real, me and Dahlia. Oh. I was shot in arm. Dahlia, she jumped in river.
Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, did she, or do you?
I couldn't do it. I couldn't ever push up. Anyway, I blacked out.
Always fucking blacking out.
Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me.
That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 50 or 40 feet below.
Into the river below, running from Valerie. Y'all think I'm insane, but I got $2 million. These 5 years, all I wonder is why?
Money, 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 money.
Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So, that's why you call her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget that she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear an answer come from her mouth, that's all.
So that's why you made a crazy escape like that.
Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it?
Huh? Where's what?
Come on now, kitten. The ransom, the $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
No, really, I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia.
With Dahlia?
On the day on the bridge, Dahlia put it in backpack.
She planned the whole thing.
Now gone with Dahlia, gone forever.
Holy fuck.
Like, I thought it was this incident that made her evil, but it wasn't. She was just evil from the very beginning.
She was
Sister
born
was
Dutch.
good. Her sister was good and pure.
No, I don't know about that.
I believe her sister to be good and pure.
Eagle River.
She found out about her sister's evil doings and decided to kill her.
Hey, George, what's going on? Getting my waffle on. Nice.
It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. No, you know what? I bet you that Dahlia manipulated the detective sister into thinking that it was a real kidnapping.
Oh.
And she botched the plan. So the detective was actually trying to save her, and Dahlia was like, well, I guess I'll die. Psych. Freaking escaping with Diamond. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I think that was
That
part of the
sounds
plan.
better. Yeah.
I think the escape with the diamond was part of the plan.
No, it was, but like Dahlia made it seem like he pushed her.
Yeah.
And then sister was like, you motherfucker, you killed my sister.
Yeah, that's correct. She's
Yeah.
still she's a good bab. Valerie's good.
Yeah.
Good and pure.
Fucking Dahlia's the root of all evil, though. My God.
You can come back in now. We're about to go.
Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne?
Never found her, my sweet Dahlia.
They never found her.
Swallowed by river gone, Dahlia, teen angel mine. Your teen angel. How old was she anyway? Just 14.
14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds.
Thank you.
Oh, unnecessary, Mia.
Wow.
No, I think that's a astute observation.
It's an astute observation, but Lord.
not kosher. Not
kosher.
good.
Look, I like the half your age plus 7 business.
So
And
21.
would be 20. He was 20.
He's 28. He's
No,
25.
25.
20. Yeah, you're
20.
right. 10.
10,
plus
17. Like 20 and 17. That's like on the
20 and
cusp.
17 is like, it's still
On the
kinda
cusp, but
weird.
like 21 and 18 is like, you know, because you're
That's-
both all
I
graduated.
guess that's okay.
Right?
Ish. Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
fine. Ish. Yeah. Anyways.
He plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth $2 million. Man, oh man. Angels these days.
Right, Armando? That's what I'm saying. Man, to pull off that kind of heist at 14?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Terry does seem a little slow.
Falls takes the fall, not literally, and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really a
Devil.
It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now.
You bet.
Angels these days. Absolutely what a line today. The training wheels come off now, Mia. You gotta strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it.
Me
Like-
too, brunette. Me too.
E2. E2, Brutus.
I know, GD.
E2.
My only thing that makes me think Valerie might not be an angel
Yeah. A darling angel.
is this note.
What'd it say? Talk to
Dahlia.
Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out.
So I think she might have been in on it. It's just an evil family.
I believe she's pure.
Wrong.
We have evidence to the contrary.
The android is wrong.
wrong.
I believe she's pure. I stand by that until hard evidence. That is only circumstantial.
I am serious.
All right. Hit it up.
Witness,
Come
are
on.
you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady.
Not this again.
I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try and pin the crime on an innocent student is...
What are you talking about?
My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime. That's all.
Fuck. Fox is dropping knowledge on us right now.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. Valerie was an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Android, you were right. But Satan was an angel too.
Satan's a fallen angel. But also, no, Nyandred's on Valerie's side.
What
Yeah.
possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman?
It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer.
Oh, man, she's more than that.
Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next.
Well, Miss Faith, do you have any evidence of motive?
Yes, of course, I think.
You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets.
Aww.
But that's factually untrue. Lawyers are miserable people. Just kidding. Maybe.
That's why you gotta learn how to smile fake.
If the stereotype of lawyers is true, then they're all very that kind of people. Yeah.
I don't know enough lawyers to confirm nor deny or slander.
Right? Me neither.
But no, it's just really sweet that that's the advice that Mia gave to Phoenix. Right?
Oh yeah,
It's
it
just-
is, isn't
yeah,
it?
It is. And so it just came down the line.
Yeah.
It all came from Diego.
Diego.
Who is a new
definitely
character.
not.
Yeah. Definitely not. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro.
Maybe so, but I wish you would stop grinning at me like that. I really want to buy insurance for some reason.
Excuse me. May I speak, Mr. Judge?
Oh, of course, Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like.
I'm sure you are.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me.
Hey! Angriest of persons called the 781.
I just opened a fortune cookie with no fortune. Fucking ripoff. It's like a Kinder Surprise without a Kinder or a surprise.
Go to here.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Thank you,
I can
Anchors.
do this.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Look up fortune cookie generator.
Some
Okay.
people here are suspicious of me, right? That's
Okay.
That's why.
Bingo. That's fine. And now, okay, I have your fortune here.
Oh.
Emotion is energy in motion.
Your lucky numbers are 09, 56, 39, 29, 21, 20. And by those, I mean 9, 56, 39, 29, 21, and 20. And you
Nice.
pick 3 should be 160. Okay.
Emotion is energy in motion.
That's not really a fortune, is
I
it?
know it isn't. I hate
It's
fortune
it's
cookies.
it's a quote or like a life quote. Don't
We
punch
got you, though.
babies. You'll be arrested.
Thank
That's
you,
your fortune.
Angriest.
I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady there, Melissa, who totally your name. It looks like this witness is a real professional.
What do you mean?
Look at that 100-watt smile. This one things are dark for her. Click. She lights right up. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. You are special in a way that you will soon begin to understand.
I liked our previous fortune.
Emotion is energy in motion. Emotion.
Such a shitty.
I mean, it makes sense for the angriest of persons.
I guess, yeah.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I'd never been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
Out of country, eh?
Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder.
Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet. Somehow, I have to tie her to this case.
Oh boy.
I was out of the country until the year before last.
So what country were you living in then?
We were all living abroad, but after my parents were brutally killed.
I bet you killed them too.
It was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home, alone, all by herself, under sniper fire.
I lost
Uphill,
everything.
both ways.
I didn't even have any personal identification.
What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for more details?
Press her harder. Harder.
Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in?
Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here.
12.
What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case.
I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could have never known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne.
Yes, I think we've established that point.
Yes, indeed. Well then, shall we add that to what we just stated? The official testimony?
Yes, please, Mr. Judge. Naturally, I didn't know the division or the division. Naturally, I didn't know the.
You didn't know either person. Are you certain of that?
Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people.
Oh, well, that can't be helped.
Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth?
Have you seen the butterflies? The first time you saw either of them was when they were at the bridge, correct?
Yes, it really was a coincidence. Until I entered college, I'd never been to Eagle Mountain.
So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway?
I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing.
You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do sort of look like a digger of sorts. Ooh, Mia's
Wow.
claws.
Wow.
But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to.
Well, I went there once with the college hiking club.
Excuse me?
I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess.
Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college?
The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life. All that matters is that she is a material witness to the crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you. She's really gone too far.
Oh my god, we're so close. We're so close.
Ms. Vey, you're treading on thin ice here.
I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive.
And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. I'd never been to Eagle Mountain before, even though
Until I
contradicted
entered
myself.
college.
Ah,
Okay.
Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things that you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car.
well, that's...
Oh my god, am I not allowed to ask anything, Edgeworth?
Unfortunately, Miss Fay, your last statement proves nothing.
Oh, really? And why is that?
The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at that time, an officer showed her this photo.
That seems like a rather serious mistake. Huh. That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book.
That's not fair.
That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. Holding a grudge and killing an officer who testified against you 5 years ago?
That seems incredibly specific.
A grudge?
Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
You can't make that shit up.
No.
My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges.
He's rather forgetful.
Oh, hey, Tasso!
That's funny. Tasso isn't here anymore because I no longer have my red name. I'm just Pingu now. Goodbye, so long, farewell.
Oh.
Meep, meep.
Don't go, Tasso.
Your client, I mean.
Noot, noot.
Thank you, Tasso.
Thanks, Tasso.
Also, don't go anywhere.
Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot what the poor policeman woman, he He forgot about the policewoman.
Oh,
He
no.
forgot about everything.
You ever been so angry you just forgot you fucking killed somebody?
Yeah. Oh man.
What do you
Not
mean
even
by
the right
that?
person. Just kill Steve at the 7-Eleven by accident, you know?
Just blind with anger.
I mean, bingo.
Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well.
I was just showing you that.
You son of a.
Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is forgetful.
Press harder.
Harder.
You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that?
Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if I'd been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
That's true. He's clearly a bitter man.
This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement?
How did she know that he needed identification?
Nah, she's
Let's
been
add
in
it.
court.
Your Honor, what the witness said just now is tremendously important. I'd like to add it to the official testimony.
The prosecution has no objection, dumb bitch. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point.
No, that's not why I...
Enough. Witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf.
Oh.
Or kidnapping a poor girl. Either one of those things would have been awful for me to be doing.
What do you mean by lucky?
Well, it's February now. Everyone's wearing scarves. If I'd accidentally worn a white scarf like he'd said,
Then you yourself might have been killed.
That would have been a terrible loss for this world.
Oh, you bastard.
His eyes, in.
I know.
Looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Keep looking around and you're gonna lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk.
Oh my god, so smooth.
or kidnapping a poor girl. I think the defendant's a horrible, terrible, awful, evil monster.
You knew
Leo.
about that incident, but weren't you out of the country until the year before last?
Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole story.
So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right?
Yes.
I can't let her get away with these lies.
Listen to me. She's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, you're just gonna have to get her to show the court her true self.
Hoo boy! Country before last. Naturally, I didn't know the victim or the defendant until I entered college. I'd never been to Eagle Mountain before. A camera.
Camera.
A camera. Yeah, his younger sister, victim of the kidnap murder, fell off the bridge, no body found.
I must urinate.
College student witnessed and photographed the incident on Dusky Bridge. Very interesting. Oh. Stab with a knife in the back. Eagle River. Scarf. Taken by the witness. Bridge unchanged for 5 years. Okay, well, let's see what she said again. Certainly told me reason why holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago.
That's just true.
But you are wearing a scarf?
Damn.
Go back to the photo.
Which photo?
The photo that she took. Yeah. Because we said that that was her, and she is wearing a scarf.
I think it's literally the note. The wear a scarf note.
What? You wanted to send this at what?
Go back. That one. That's what I think.
Eh?
That's
What?
what I think. I might be wrong, but
Yeah.
that's my thoughts.
Why though?
Because, okay, well, what other option?
Oh, we haven't found one yet.
Okay, yeah, what else is there? Because I think it's that note. I think we throw it at forward. Okay.
Sorry, 1 second. I just want to see this. Decide to go to Eagle Mountain,
I
love
love being
outdoors.
outdoors.
Easier. College hiking club. Such a goth.
What is your college?
She's really gone too far.
Yo, Vampy.
Don't have a reason to want to hurt the police officer. Holding a grudge.
That's interesting. Like, we kind of went over within it that it was just okay that she knew these things.
Yeah.
Confidential police materials written by the victim.
Confidential police materials.
And that's the note that says,
That's come to the bridge wearing a white scarf.
oh, then that note.
Wait.
it's
I think
confidential.
the android's right because
Yeah.
because she says white scarf,
Yeah.
but the scarf is blue, and we never talked about a white scarf until she
Yeah,
got
yeah,
here
yeah,
later.
yeah,
and she
yeah,
wouldn't be
presented.
made aware
Yeah.
of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Got it. It's true that Mr. Falls did give instructions to Valerie Hawthorne about their meeting. The note that she left said, wear white scarf for identification. Terrible English.
Yes, what about it?
Isn't it obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? That note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it that the witness knows about it?
Order. It is odd, isn't it? Yeah, well, Mr. Edgeworth, did you show top secret evidence to the witness?
Your Honor, I certainly never gave anyone permission to do such a thing.
In that case, the only way the witness could know about the note would be...
Just a moment. Of course. Of course I didn't know about the note. It's just... I saw it when it happened with my own eyes. When the victim went to see the killer, she used her own scarf to signal him. That's why I assumed that the signal was the white scarf.
I suppose that makes sense.
Come on, Mia. You can't let her weasel her way out that easily. Witness, sorry, but your explanation isn't going to work here. This bank doesn't
But
accept
why?
stupid.
It's true. That's what I saw.
Impossible. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him.
Because it's
Scarf
It's
covered in mud.
Seems I can't tell the truth.
it's blue.
Red. You've said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct?
Yes. Is something wrong?
Baby. Oh, Dahlia, come on, bitch.
That's what I'd like to know, Miss Foster. Have a look at my girlfriend. It's
She's
the
the only
victim's
one?
scarf I got.
She's the only scarf I got.
Oh,
Ba-da-da-da. I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this color.
we can ask the
However-
internet. It could be white gold. You don't know.
It's definitely blue.
It's not blue black. It's white gold.
It's blue brown.
No, white gold.
Wow. That dress was certainly. I don't remember what I saw it as. So
It was
blue
black.
no. White gold.
It is certainly not white. You knew what that note said.
She knew the contents of the note. No!
It says, wear white scarf for identification. That's the reason why you said it was white. Well, Miss Foster? No! Nice.
Order, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm waiting for an explanation. He's gotta go to the bathroom.
I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person.
Oh.
Oh, hey there, Ray. Did you say one more person? Oh my goodness. That's right. A person that no one would have suspected.
Can you make him like slightly Spanish? I just want to see what Armando sounds like when he's Spanish.
I can't without being incredibly racist.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm just kidding. Just I have bad impressions. Have you ever figured it out, Keaton? Way off. I don't know how to do a
Well,
Spanish accent.
I am fully there now. Thank you. That was amazing.
Have you
figured it out, Kite?
Hang on, I'm Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
Banderas.
You are Puss in Boots.
Your Puss in Boots. Have you figured it out, Kitten?
Yuppers.
Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was...
Oh. I mean, well. Oh, this is actually interesting. Do we pick Melissa or Dahlia at this point? Because Dahlia's name's in the note.
Yeah, I would say Dahlia.
Yeah, do Dahlia.
As a Spanish person, I'm laughing so hard. Thank you. Thank you.
Why?
Thank you.
Mr. Joke?
Oh, yeah, no. Silly jokes.
Quality Jape?
Equality japes. That's some Speedy Gonzalez shit.
Let's just bring this up now since we have a bit of a pause. Fussbot is only awarding one-times waffles to everybody. We have to wait for them to fix it.
Sorry, guys.
It sucks, but it's just how it do.
Closed source. So,
Yeah, do Dahlia. Do it. Send
Dahlia?
it. Send it. Send
that's
it.
a big
Send
chunk
it.
of
Send it.
health.
Do it. Yeah.
It says that she fell from the bridge and no body found. I think we gotta hit Melissa first. I feel better about this.
Oh, send it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, do it. Do it. Yeah, send it. Send it. You feel good.
No, it's 2 against 1.
And that person is... John! Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard. Look at the victims.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name right there.
Well, what's this? Who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne.
Cut to Melissa, sweating buckets. Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life.
The dead.
Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago.
Killed in a crime? You don't mean.
Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls Finger Wag Vocal.
Objection!
Oh, yeah.
Hair flip counter. You said she was killed, but was she really?
What are you implying?
Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago when she fell off of the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
Objection!
But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now.
Okay.
Melissa
So,
Foster. I believe that's the same age you are.
if she uses amnesia as a defense, we're full soap opera at that point.
Okay.
Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not saying.
But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Judge is eating this up.
Nice work. That's like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire.
Oh, that's kind of grim. There'd be people trying to get out of there.
But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist.
Thanks. I guess I never looked at it like that.
I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now's my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm.
Witness? Just who are you anyway?
I
didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself.
Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far.
You don't mean?
Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know.
April Fools.
Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses.
What did he say?
It looks like the kids knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go.
No way, but then why?
If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade.
Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
But I thought she died 5 years ago.
We thought so too as well, but, well, as you can see,
Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years?
that has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
How does this work? Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now, we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder.
Really, Miss Fay, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin the client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win.
That's so funny how he sees it that way. Because it's clearly, it's just what he's doing, but like he doesn't believe he's doing it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard to watch.
At any cost.
You're wrong, Edgeworth! You're wrong! Oh, how dare you!
Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Fay must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her.
What?
I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Of course you are. Miss Fay, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister?
Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me.
I think you need a little push in the right direction, kid.
I think
The
it's-
defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to do this, aren't I?
Ha! That wasn't me! It was this guy! This crazy coffee addict!
He's
Impressionist.
Thanks, Rexel.
He is?
Yeah. Because he
Oh, he's
does
a great
he-
impressionist.
Yeah, he does the
Oh,
impressions as
yeah.
the witness, and everybody thinks it's actually the witness saying it.
Oh, yeah.
So he just did a Mia impression.
Oh, that's cool.
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man.
That's really funny.
What makes you think they're empty, boy?
Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets.
I am sweating bullets, Jesus!
Where did these come from? 9mm? Gee, am I American now? Is this how it happens?
I was thinking about how to make that joke, and you did it. Thank you.
You think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course! Aren't I?
No. You just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all.
Moment of truth.
Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me.
The rashness of youth. How charming.
Yeah, no.
Says the younger man.
Edgeworth is very condescending. Armando is not. He's just kind of like playful and smug a bit. I guess. I don't know, in a confident way. But Edgeworth is straight up like condescending and awful, especially because he's younger.
This coming from someone younger than me.
Now, let's not waste any time, Miss Faye. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? I think it's the diamond.
I think it's the diamond.
It's the only motivating factor there.
Yep, let's do it.
Just send it. Let's get silly and just send it for a rip. Ooh.
What is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke?
You certainly don't get the punchline well, Miss Faye.
Oh, that was the rashness of youth.
The rashness of youth? What's your point in furthering such a stereotype? Oh,
Confidence saves, because we haven't saved in forever. But I'm gonna throw the note that says, telling Dahlia everything.
That is a better piece of thing.
The witness stayed hidden for 5 years, kid, and there must be a good reason for that. And somehow must involve Valerie Hawthorne.
Okay, one more time, Mia. You gotta read the court record more carefully this time. Idiot.
Now then, what is it? Show us the thing. There's that note that we're talking about.
The whole truth must come out.
The whole truth.
The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her that she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth.
The whole truth?
The whole truth.
Nothing but the
The
truth?
whole and massive truth.
Oh my goodness.
There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut. Permanently.
I ain't saying she a gold digger. I'm saying she's a greedy, evil harpy.
A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence?
Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Dairy Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all.
Oh, yes, I know the secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony.
What testimony?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things. Such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters.
Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but could you enlighten us more? A little maple leaf? My little maple leaf?
I'm gonna call people my little maple leaf.
Well, Japanese maple leaf?
Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge.
Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles.
"5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge.
Oh man, we get a good story here.
After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start anew.
The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe that after all that, she murdered her sister. Preposterous!
Papyrus. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye.
Yes, Your Honor.
As you heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination.
Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again.
If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We still got that info, that ace up our sleeve.
What info?
Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby.
I'll do anything she says, anything Dahlia says.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia and Valerie too.
Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret.
"5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls."
Think we get punished for pressing her? Yeah, let's try it.
Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship?
"Yes, as a tutor."
You were tutoring him, Mr. Falls?
No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. I sat on his face and I tooted. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me.
That... Wow!
Android's in a dark place.
The thoughts and opinions of the NyanCave do not reflect the thoughts and opinions of the NyanCave.
Hey, it's a real kink.
I don't want to talk about...
He tutored me.
I don't want to talk about the time in which this took place.
Oh.
That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14, Yandroid.
He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see.
Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Falls.
Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow?
The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge.
I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million.
$2 million?
It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk.
It's a big diamond.
A liter of milk,
Big
if
rock.
you
A
will.
lot.
Also, thanks, Alex. On the
Have you seen, by the way? I
Oh,
told you.
absolutely. It's beautiful.
Android's in a dark place.
The chat has never been so hype.
A $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that.
Oh, 2 liters.
The defendant demanded that her sister, Valerie, make an exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual.
By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on that mountain?
I'm so cool with my awesome big tits on that ground.
Only me.
Hey, these are demonetized for tooting crimes. Absolutely.
Oh, tooting crimes.
Honestly, that's getting off easy.
Cake first.
Really, I'll get demonetized versus going to jail.
Oh, okay.
Cake
We're gonna walk
farts.
past the getting off easy joke. We'll just let that. Ah, there you go.
Cake farts.
Toot toot. Thank you. And also, yeah.
Thank you, Double Ace.
Sometimes you make. Yeah. No.
My mouse is
If he
dying.
ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape.
There's one thing a kidnapper wants to protect or prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it'd be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety.
That wickedly clever man. Or what a wickedly clever man that Mr. Falls is.
All right. Well, this is an easy one. False. 2 + 2 is.
8. Yes.
Objection.
Yeah, right. It was your plan.
Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and after she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm.
That was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held hostage.
Yes, but actually, that saved my life.
What do you mean?
You see, Mr. Falls was holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow, I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind.
I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment.
When Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try to run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin.
That's Harley.
A bloodthirsty grin. Oh, my goodness.
And in the next instant,
I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift.
I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I'd been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day.
Sploosh, sploosh.
The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind. That was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river.
18 feet deep and swift. Ayo.
And that's why you hid your identity.
Yes, I only told my sister.
Valerie Hawthorne, eh?
Yes, she was the only one who knew about me.
Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years.
I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right?
Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of.
That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all of the paperwork would have been impossible.
She was the only person left in the world I could count on. And you think I killed her? There's no way I could.
It's the moment of truth for this witness, too. Once the truth about the staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know just what a Jezebel she really is.
Jezebel. That's interesting. I've never heard that before. Can you look up what that means?
I can't remember.
I've got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls.
Interesting. I don't know if you
Jezebel is described in the Book of Kings from the Bible.
Oh.
As a queen who is the daughter of somebody of somewhere and wife of somebody, king of Israel. According to the Book of Kings, Jezebel incited her husband king to abandon the worship of Yahweh and encouraged him to worship deities. Basically, like, yeah, okay. She's like, don't worship God anymore, worship this. There you go.
God sucks. How about
False prophet.
How about Baal?
how about Ball? Ball is life.
Ball's a great, yeah, Ball is life.
All we have relating to the kidnapping is that diamond.
Jezebel also means someone who sleeps around. It's also a Ricky Martin song.
Oh, she bang, she bang.
I love the alternate reality where Dahlia acts her age as a 14-year-old and as just a bad criminal. She goes to the bridge wearing a full scuba gear, like, don't worry about it.
All right, so let's look at, okay. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. Wait, okay, yeah. Let's look at everything. Let's look at everything we got.
Ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum.
All right. All the things. Okay, 5 years ago, I was kidnapped. Okay.
Because this is the autopsy. This is the bridge. We can check the bridge again.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, let's just look at what we're looking for. Because 5 years ago.
I think I got it.
Okay, go do it.
This is like really roundabout, but hang on, let's see here.
Tried to kill him by shoving off the bridge from behind.
When I tried to run past him,
See, because if oh man, that would really suck. 40 feet, and if she got shoved from behind, she would clearly hit the ground.
What?
There's no way she could have gone over the edge.
See, I think what happened is, like, he was facing the car side, right?
Yeah.
And then he got shot, and she tried to run away, so then he was like,
Pushed
push
her from behind. Yeah.
while she was running towards
Which
Valerie.
doesn't make sense, because then she would...
Sure,
she would
send
splat.
it.
No, because
It's a little weak.
She's still over the... No, she's still over the river, friend.
No, there is wooden. There's like ground where it's broken.
But she didn't run that way. She ran the opposite way. She ran the opposite way.
Bridge unchanged for 5 years. But there's, like, how would he shove her off with those
Yeah.
ropes there?
Yeah.
That's not the picture of the time where they were.
It's unchanged from 5 years ago.
Yes, the bridge is unchanged, but not the location of the individuals. The location in the original crime was reversed, where the policewoman was where
Yeah, he
is,
was.
and he was where she was.
Yeah.
He had his back against a wall in the past
Yeah.
He was on the edge. He was the victim,
Yes.
holding her.
Yeah, and then she ran the opposite way of the broken part
Yeah.
over Eagle River.
Yeah.
And as she was running away towards her sister,
Which is what
She didn't. I don't think she ran though.
she
yeah.
did because she said she did.
Anyways, but even if she ran, then she would going off the edge.
Yeah.
How he pushed
and
behind.
Ginger says location doesn't change the rails of the bridge.
Exactly. The rails of the bridge are super high.
They're not very good though.
I'd like to hear more about that exact moment. He let go of me.
See?
I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, we locked eyes for a second. He had a bloodthirsty grin. Next instant,
She clearly falls off the side of the bridge,
yes,
not the back of the
shown.
bridge.
Yeah. Anyways, just look through what she's saying.
But I mean, yeah, if
The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Shove from behind.
her statement's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way that
Yeah.
it's worded makes me seem like she was running towards her sister.
Yeah.
Was
before
pushed
my,
off.
before my sister could catch me.
Yeah. Because if it was the opposite way, how? Yeah.
I was afraid I might get eaten up again. Let's just go through the statements.
I'm gonna send it.
Oh, send it. Go for it.
Dance, dance to the
But you got to understand that 7 SP per turn will grant you more animativity. More animativity.
So Clay told me whenever anyone said 7 SP per turn to run an ad.
Oh,
Yeah.
We did talk about that.
Yep. Where's the ad? Bring it up.
Okay. Bye, everybody. It's ad time.
But there's actually an option to do this?
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah, boy.
What?
We've never tried it before.
We've never
We never tried
before.
this?
But Jet,
Where is it?
Jet's been misbehaving.
Where
so
is it?
we'll see. Do they? Oh no, it's under the preview. I think.
Oh, it's over here.
Yeah, manage it.
What? No way.
Added-
What?
Ginger Dwarf didn't do that.
Now I gotta know if that actually
Oh,
happened.
they have ads. They'll
Did it
tell
work?
us if they have ads.
Oh,
Do you have ads?
Did it work?
Do you have ads?
It wasn't even in pounds.
Ooh, let's find out. I gotta
I
know.
pushed the button.
Joke's on you. You block, baby. Hey.
Me too. Yeah.
Hey. I got it. Where is it? Where is it? There it is.
Did it work?
No, it didn't work.
Oh.
No. Like, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, we had an ad. Yep, worked for R and Jemfrey. Yes. All right.
Some people, yeah, that makes sense. Some people had ads, some people did not.
Anyways,
That's funny.
Thank you,
Anyways.
guys. Thank you,
though.
Ginger Dwarf, if that's your real name.
I hope you
Net
like
giant.
that was a role we talked about off stream.
Yeah, it was literally just like, hey, we should do this. It'd be funny. And then we did it right now, and it was kind of funny.
I was right, Nyanny.
You were correct about the evidence, but your theories might be wrong.
Well, let's find out.
You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe.
But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it.
Hey, Ginger. Total Ginger is my favorite anime is Hoseki no Kuni. Oh,
That
story
sounds
checks
like
out.
Yep, that's Ginger.
Yep, no, that was. Yep. Can't argue with that.
It's been
Thanks,
confirmed.
Ginger.
Been confirmed.
I always write dwarf.
I'm sorry, I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said, that's hard to believe. I should have said, that's impossible.
Impossible?
Ginger Dwarf, thank you.
Boom.
I have an idea of who it is. I'll check later.
I ask that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in the last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind, as you have claimed,
Ah, I see.
instead of being carried away by the river,
Say it with me. You would have been smashed by
dead.
the bedrock below.
a most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very motion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible.
Get blown.
Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then.
Nice try, but it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, GD. Thanks, Angriest. I need those sometimes. I need these victories.
Yeah.
They don't come
Okay.
often.
No. You're right. In the event, if the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have been pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what's the meaning of all of this?
I'm a lying thought.
Just a moment, Your Honor. I was not aware that my witness was such a thought. My God. I mean, it's true that the witness testified that she was the thought, and the defendant pushed her into the river as the thought that she is. However, she never stated that she herself was the thought that fell from the back end of the bridge.
But what do you mean?
Yeah, that's how it played out in my head, Ginger. Be gone, thought. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked, picked her up, and threw her off the bridge. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge.
If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct?
Now that you mention it, I do remember now when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires. The bridge's side wires.
You can't be serious.
Order in the court.
It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Not yet.
Not now, Mia. This is no time for retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault.
What?
I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible.
Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it?
Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Oh,
Yeah, I think the photo that
the witness's
show-
photo
Yeah,
That shows the railing?
yeah,
I think so, right?
Yeah.
Because it's clearly neck height.
yeah.
Your Honor, I have all the answers right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there.
No!
Ooh.
But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant who had just been shot in the arm. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up the 14-year-old girl and thrown her over there.
Take this and put it there.
So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm.
Ah.
And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point blank range and a knife in his goddamn hand. Ugh.
Oh, nice, Nanny.
So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible. Ugh.
Order. What's the meaning of this?
Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into Eagle River intentionally.
What? What is this?
Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me.
My gun and my handcuffs.
Jumping into a raging river like that? That would have been suicide.
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current, but even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river.
Oh, then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into a river?
The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of Eagle River. This camera, really expensive.
So nice,
I know,
too.
she almost
Real
dropped
nice.
it.
Almost. Oh!
Gotcha! 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up to the mountain with her, the $2 million diamond.
Gas.
Diamundo. Ah! No! It can't be!
Yes, Dahlia had it planned from the very beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. God damn it, like 14-year-old and so devious.
So devious.
So devious.
But if you were 14 and had the opportunity to get like $2 million and didn't fully understand morality,
No, I would ask my parents for more money and cry until they didn't give it to me because they're rich.
Yeah.
yeah, that does make a lot more sense than what she did.
Yeah.
She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river. With the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack.
A ballsy drop, though.
Why, that's simply ridiculous.
Some defense there, Edgeworth.
Order.
Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Holy crap. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
This woman is a demon.
He's a demon!
I'm
This
telling
stream
you,
needs Jesus!
Jesus!
Android, can we get Jesus in the stream?
Can we get some
somehow?
Jesus in this stream? By God. Because we got some demon thoughts we're dealing with.
Yes, coming right up, friend.
I'm so
Just
glad that we're getting some Jesus in this stream.
Just give me a moment.
Yeah,
to
there's
get-
a lot of Jesuses.
Oh, there's so many.
forgot
Give
we
me
had that video
just
of
a
Jesus talking
second.
to us.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yep, any
Yeah.
second now.
yeah,
any second now.
yeah. There's a demon, and this bit is working.
Oh man.
I love it when
And there was one more person who helped make that demon out of her.
that's not Jesus at all. You went through a lot of photos of Jesus to get to that.
Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne, who was also a thought.
You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
Stephen Colbert is my Jesus.
But she was a detective then. You're saying that she participated in her sister's kidnapping.
Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years.
How about some Satan instead?
That'll work.
Thank you, Satan.
Appreciado, man. What do you mean by that?
On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister Dahlia. And she told her what she was planning to do.
Yeah, I did it. We got it.
Hey, nice.
Did you actually crop the thing to just Jesus' face and put it on Mia?
Okay. Image courtesy of the beautiful brunette. Giant.
Oh, nice.
Jesus is cross.
There we go. This stream needs more of perfection.
Oh, I wish I was on the line where it's like, this woman is a demon. Oh, shoot.
Planning to do.
Thanks, brunette giant.
She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note.
That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk.
Satan.
Thank you, Satan. You know, I think the stream is Christian in probably the worst way.
Where we only feel guilty and get none of the benefits of Christian.
That's Catholicism.
That's
Worship Satan a
Catholicism,
little.
yeah.
I'm libertarian. I don't know what that means. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You literally stabbed her in the back. Ooh, here it comes. How's she gonna get?
Who is that laughing at a time like this?
Ooh, there it is. Thought detectors activated.
Forgive me. It's just hilarious.
Witness, is that you?
You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have evidence to back it up, don't you?
Evidence?
Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That, at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to show that at least.
Well, Miss Fay?
I don't know.
What a joke. You, Miss Fay. Are you stupid or something?
Oh.
How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive evidence or decisive proof of Valley Hawthorne's murder.
Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject that assertion made by the defense.
Of course you are.
Is this it? Is it really over? Save me, Armando! This girl has made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it.
Wait. When do we? Because look at the time.
I think we're right at the end. We should finish this.
I think we're right at the end too.
All right. I don't think so. Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that?
Mr. Armando!
Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony.
Testimony?
On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went to meet him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person who left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who's the one person that can testify to that demon woman's crime?
Terry Falls.
Terry Falls. Funny. I wonder if Falls, because Falls...
Terry Falls.
Terry Falls.
Well,
Hey.
he's the fall guy.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. I was close. Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Mr. Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Terry Falls. Man, Terry Falls guy.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what's your take on this?
So, Chad, are we close enough to literally the end of this trial?
No, just like the end of this piece. It's because obviously Terry Falls is coming to the stand.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cut it off.
Oh.
Why not? The prosecution has no objection.
Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand.
This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes?
No,
Good, because we're gonna save that memory.
GD says just keep going. We're
What?
good. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. GD says we're good to go.
Well, okie dokie, artichoke.
I don't believe it. No way.
oh, god damn it, not this again. Oh,
Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me.
oh, Mr. Falls. Oh, god, no. I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive and an evil fucking thought and a demon.
Literal
Kill the
demon.
demon. And you were used for $2 million.
That's not true.
Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want you to answer.
2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other.
Terry.
Dahlia? It's true. It's true, you are alive.
You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad.
Oh God, who said something along the lines of like it's up for debate whether or not Dahlia is actually evil?
The real truth, I believed in
This
you.
woman is not capable of telling the truth. Her freaking bra is probably padded.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know.
Don't.
But there is one thing that I will say.
Also,
This is a reference, I think, yeah? Oh, sorry, go on.
perhaps, but I just noticed another reference, kind of funny, because Mia called her a demon, and I'm not sure if anyone has ever seen The World That God Only Knows. It's an anime, and one of the Elsie, she's a demon, and she wears that exact. It's called like a raiment or something. But I think it's actually maybe an obscure reference that she's a demon and she wears that thing. But anyways,
My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
you son of a bitch.
Dahlia.
I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and only once. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, so sorry.
Water, please, water. I can't talk. I need water. Oh, well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitter than hell itself.
This poor man. Oh, Valerie Hawthorne is up to date whether she's evil or not. Okay, not Dahlia. Dahlia is literally Satan. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge and never put nobody in the car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not Dahlia.
Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would...
That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial.
Well then, Ms. Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Is this how you want to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence?
There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. 4 p.m. Stop the cars in front of the bridge.
According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you?
It was raining already, dark too.
You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes. Mr. Falls,
Eagle Mountain, that spot. Strong memories.
why did he just clam up? Could it be he's hiding something here?
Use your Magatama.
You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct?
Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it. Oh, sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question, to find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been a blink of an eye. I watched from a car from the bridge.
You were watching the car.
The bridge, other side is broken. Nobody can come from there, so I was watching car.
What else were you expecting him to do?
I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting the feeling, a contradiction.
I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway.
No one lives there. There's a small shrine up the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came, no car, nothing. Finally, one woman came.
Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain it was Valerie Hawthorne?
I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remember her face.
Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification?
Sorry, I talk a little right. The woman I met, it was different from the woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie.
Talked and then she left. What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls!
Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She says someone needed to take the blame for it. And it was all I could think to do. She said that. That was why she lied, got me the death penalty.
And you were satisfied with that answer, witness?
Dahlia died. It was my fault. I don't really remember. Maybe I did push her in. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead.
But you just saw that she isn't dead!
After Valerie talked to me on the bridge, nothing left to live for. That was Valerie.
How could you be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do.
That woman, it wasn't Dahlia.
Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls?
I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne.
Fucking demon.
Fucking demon. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her.
Mr. Falls.
Even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess.
God damn. Dropping those lines and the curse of being so fucking smooth. Oh, that was a sound.
Between 4 and 5, yeah, it almost.
That lines up.
And then watched the car from the bridge, finally. She stood in front of me. We talked, and then she left. Valerie and Dahlia.
Makes me want to say, because he's facing the wrong way, and I think that's the contradiction. You might be able to hit the first statement where it's like, I waited for.
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, wait, actually, go to the next one. Next one over. To your right. Finally, one woman came. She stood front of me. Yeah, okay. Stood front of me.
Because the car is behind him.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you can send that right there.
No. I think it's actually, I watched my car from the bridge. I think it's this one.
Okay, yeah.
It's that one,
Wait,
or
are you going?
she wasn't there.
And I was in front of the bridge, so I waited on the bridge. Then I watched the car from the bridge. I never put no body in that car.
I mean, there's a few that we could do here, right? Because I watched my car from the bridge, but he has his back turned here.
Yeah. I think it's that she stood in front of me. Ah, God.
But she is standing in front of him. That's the thing. So I think that's the
Okay, send it.
least likely. There's also, I waited on bridge.
Yeah.
Because I think she wasn't there. Is the other one I'm thinking.
No, it's not this one. I don't, like it could be this
You
one.
don't think so? Because like
No, because So she wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. That is true. She wasn't there, and he waited.
But the reason why it kind of isn't true, what, she walked past him? And
No,
then positioned
exactly.
herself?
But I think that like on the best answers, this one is talking about she wasn't there. Whereas the other two options were where she stood. I watched the car from the bridge. That one doesn't make sense. And then she stood in front of me.
She is standing in front of me.
Yeah, so the car on the bridge, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah?
I kind of agree with Clay.
All right, send it.
Because, like, I watched the car from the bridge, never put nobody in the car. Yeah, like...
You say
Yeah,
to that one?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
You were saying the student in front of me.
Yeah, and I was like, it would say one of
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said
yeah.
one of those two.
Yeah.
So, when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. Are you sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying.
What?
Oh, I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye.
Oh, wow.
You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right?
But that's the victim at the end of the bridge.
Yeah.
And that's
Precisely
the point,
my
Mr.
point.
Edgeworth.
In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did.
Yeah.
Blah! Is that your name, Blah? Mr. Falls? Please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go, a special place.
Oh, wow. So peaceful in this shot.
Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge.
4:30.
5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other, we swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it under the base of a tree there. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to go get.
This little bottle on a necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty.
Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock, but he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. Ugh. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of the car. No!
Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it.
I still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls?
He drank it.
That's enough, please.
Witness?
I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens again, that we can't trust each other no more than we're supposed to do to drink bottle.
No! Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess.
I was stupid, couldn't keep promise, so I did it. I drank this.
Why did he have that on him? No, we were so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence.
No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again.
Mr. Falls.
So, Armando? Thanks for the coffee.
Oh my god.
Mr. Falls! And so my first trial ended. Suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face.
Unforgivable, that witch.
Mr. Armando,
We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten.
it's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself.
Don't cry, kitten. You're gonna make my coffee all salty.
I knew it.
Mia,
Oh my.
don't you get it? You can't cry yet.
Isn't this just so familiar?
Oh, 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 oh.
The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Oh,
Can't tell if cool or crazy.
Why not both?
Mr. Armando. Thank God that shirt's red.
No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. And you file them away and eventually forget them. One year later, in this very same courthouse, I, myself, got wrapped up in that case.
Hey, the Calgary Hypnotist, thank you so much. Anyone else remember 8 minutes into part 1 when Mia said how traumatic this case was and Clay quipped that the defendant was killed on the spot? Man, even I don't remember that.
Dude, I don't remember that. But apparently it was brutal. Boom! Thank you very much. Oh, and also
Thank you, the Calgary Hypnotist, and thank you all, Benjamin Drake. Hi.
Lord.
Hi.
Hey,
The Calgary
What's up?
Hypnotist.
you're Canadians, Maple Leaf.
that was Phoenix speaking.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I did say something along those lines.
This is you.
Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect, angelic smile on her face. Why is Phoenix in the hospital, though?
I know.
It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all of this.
Woo! What? Are we gonna do a teaser?
Oh, I don't know.
Or like,
We're not coming back to it till Thursday.
oh, we should. Okay,
Thursday. Okay, we gotta do the teaser.
we gotta do a teaser.
Oh,
Okay, let's see what the artwork for that other case was.
Yeah.
save.
What a case, though.
Not
My
over yet,
God.
Snake.
What a wild ride.
What a
What a thought.
wild
What a
ride.
demonic thought.
Artwork.
Edgeworth has
Edgy
little
boy.
legs. He's got such little legs.
Edgy boy.
Everyone has little legs. I love this. Look at all their little legs. Mia's got little legs. Godot's got little legs. Maya's got little legs.
Little long legs.
Edgeworth's little legs are the best, though.
All right, let's get into the teaser. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, I'm just looking at their actual proportions. They look good.
There's no way.
Yeah, you can totally see it.
Fair enough. Let's do it.
Bingo! Congrats on finishing the case, I guess. But it was really worth it, though. Rip Terry Falls. He didn't deserve any of what happened. Dahlia's a real thought indeed. And side note, poor Edgeworth. Poor Edgeworth. Hard not to feel bad if he was a poop then. A poop.
Well, and then he was all fancy boy, and then maybe this is where he learned that, ooh,
Well, no, I don't think it was until he encountered Phoenix and Phoenix slapped the ever living. Well, maybe he was like halfway there 'cause he got rid of the attire. But thank you, Pingu. And yeah, it was a really good case. And yeah, I really felt for Terry. I mean, it's just so. I don't want to say dumb because it's kind of insulting, but I don't know how else to describe it.
Love makes you crazy things.
I guess so, but like, man, if it were me, I would be more likely to like plot my own revenge plot. Like, I would be more likely to murder her.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
would take.
She would have to kill me first.
Yeah.
One of us would die, basically. If I knew the things that Terry knew.
Yeah.
Mono bro, I just clicked and you literally finished the case. Why?
Why? I don't like this.
We're in overtime. Well, let's see what this intro is. Mono bro, thank you. Pingu, thank you. I'm just saying, I don't take no shit.
Oh, there it is.
It's back. Shuchishito. Shichishito, damn it. The treasured Karain village heirloom, whose name means 7-branch sword. That thing would hurt to get stabbed with. A lot. It's said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choice is limitless. Oh, that's fun. Like our destinies, the sword continues to but one end, one merciless point. Oh, little Phoenix. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed, the illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally. Hey, Monobro, thank you. The heirloom. Thank you. I know. I put the
Ooh, this is so good. I'm so excited for the next case. Oh my gosh.
Was that Mia though? It looked like Mia a little bit, but damn.
No, Mia's already dead.
So do you have any thoughts about this mysterious stranger named Diego Armando who likes coffee, speaks in metaphors, and that me and GD want to have sex with?
It has a very smooth, smooth theme. I have no idea who that could possibly be.
Yeah. Really, it's anybody's game, but
I know there's a lot of coffee addicts out in the world.
Yep.
I tell you, man, that case was so good though. I felt things. My God.
Anger. A lot of anger.
Dahlia. I've never been so mad at somebody. Man, I'm really glad we already put her away once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the timeline is that happened. Now, so hold on, right? So this is the part that confuses me.
Yeah.
Is that trial happened 6 years ago, or like from today's date, or something to that effect?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be able to get the exact timeline probably, but
so anyways,
that
and then,
trial happened first. It was
then
Mia's,
a year
Mia's
later,
very first trial.
Yeah, and then a year later, that's when Phoenix Wright is in love with
because
Dahlia.
Mia had to come back. She's like, this thought Dahlia, or was Dahlia involved in the case in the beginning?
In the first one, she is.
In the very no, I know Mia is, but I'm not sure if Dahlia was inherently involved at
Yes,
the very
it
beginning.
was, and that's what she said. She's like, I need to be here because of that thought.
Yeah, I need to finish this.
So Dahlia was proven guilty in this trial where Falls killed himself, or did she get off the hook because they didn't have the evidence?
She got off the hook and she was found guilty in Phoenix's case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's why she's like, I need another swing at this can.
And then when she was found guilty in Phoenix's case, I'm pretty sure that Dahlia swore revenge.
Yes,
I think.
she did.
She did. Yeah.
She burnt
did.
up the butterflies.
Yeah. All those things are true.
Yeah, go back and check out case one. There's a ton of foreshadowing as to Mia specifically aiming for Dahlia. Yeah, I did remember that correctly then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, man, what a cool like villain though, as far as Mia, just as like a character. Like it's fun to hate her, but man, like I remember when we first got introduced to Dahlia, it was the same thing. We're like, woo! My boy Phoenix doing so good. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh, she did.
Oh shit, that though.
Oh, no.
Oh shit. And then like it just never ended. She's just getting more evil and evil and eviler and eviler. Anyways,
Bad news bears.
Mia though, what a great girl.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna throw these up on the board. Why don't
We're playing Dokapon in 25 minutes.
23.
We're gonna have to stuff our faces really fast.
Yeah. We need some food. So, canonically, this case we just finished was in 2013. Interesting. Thank you, Bob.
Yes, 2013. I remember it well.
Yeah, people are getting pushed off bridges and shit. But yeah, it was a cool story. I liked the plot twists there. I didn't really put it all together until the recess at the end here, where I was like, well, ish. I thought maybe, and it would have been cool. I think it would have been a neat thing is if Valerie was the one who betrayed everybody, and Valerie shot Dahlia to
She was
try
like-
to like cover everything up. But then Dahlia went down, and then Dahlia, shot, wounded, and betrayed, crawled out of the river and swore revenge.
They were just both evil sisters.
Yeah.
Literally the opposite of Mia and Maya.
Yeah.
They liked hot dogs more than anybody in the world.
More than any, but that's what their family was known for. It's Empire of Hot Dog Stands.
Empire hot dog stands, yeah. Julia. We all wish Dahlia was shot, to be honest. Well, that would have been so cool, though, you know? Coming out and being like, I've been betrayed.
Yeah.
I'm going to be evil now and commit the evilest evil that I can evilish. But yeah, and then good old Edgeworth. It's I love how nothing was like explicitly said about Edgeworth, and just his appearance and his demeanor kind of told you about where he was in his life.
Yeah, it was so good.
So that was really good. Really good. I enjoyed that a lot. Ultimate Despair Sisters,
The
right?
cocksure young prosecutor.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
good. Dokapon. A lot of fun. Hi. Hey. Have I mentioned about how I want to have sex with Diego? Maybe once or twice.
Make 10 to 10 to sweet
I don't blame you though. Good looking guy.
He's a good-looking man.
He's got that calm, cool demeanor. I can never be like that. I don't
No.
know. That's
Gumshoe's more my type personally. I like him. I like him a bit big and silly.
with lots of wiener.
But
Big silly, lots of wiener.
doesn't have to have lots of wiener. Just has lots of wieners.
Yeah,
Oh, that's actually a bit
lots-
more specific, man.
a little more
I
specific.
don't know. But yeah, make sure to check out Discord. There's a really cool event going on there right now.
Yeah.
Go to Discord.
Yeah.
Why aren't you there yet? I'm
But
there.
yeah, Dokapon. We'll see you at Dokapon. And we're coming back with Ace Attorney on Thursday.
Tuesday at 12:30
p.m. We're going back to 999.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
3:33.
Super exciting. Getting towards the end of that one. And well, hopefully a cool surprise for you guys. So look forward to that if all the stars align, so it were. Where's that donation sound from? It's from
It's from Lesbian Bears.
Yeah, look up Yuri Bear anime
and you'll find it.
in your private browsing. You'll find it.
There's Yuri, but then there's also bears who are also teenage girls who are also in love with
fascism?
each other.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I started watching it, but I never finished.
You know, it's a great show though. Place farther than the universe. Oh my god. Anyways, we're out.
Anyways,
Bye.
Bye. See you soon.